supposed to be here. They said the odds were too low. The climb too steep. But we never stopped. We fought, we believed. Every single second, we gave everything. Tulsa, our opponents were never safe. Not in the 90th minute, not in stoppage time, not ever. We dug deep, we bounced on bigger things, heart, grit, and city behind us. Last week, our city showed up. Our city believed. You built this fortress with fire, and when it mattered most, you was up to it. And now, you're back.
Good evening, soccer fans, and welcome back to Level Field for tonight's USL Championship Conference semi-final. Match between Phoenix Rising FC and the USL Championship Western Conference Rentals champion at Tulsa. A reminder that tonight's program contains bright flashing lights and loud noises. Tonight's program may potentially trigger seizures for people with photosensitive tempers. Please see a FC Tulsa staff member for more information. Here's the OSU Medicine injury report. FC Tulsa, Michael Creek, Luke Cardiala, Marco Serato, and Arthur Rogers all are out for tonight's match. For Phoenix Rising FC, no one is out for tonight's match. Tonight's injury report is brought to you by OSU Medicine. Tonight's ball managers are represented by the FC Tulsa Academy. Tonight's center referee is Brandon Stevens. The assistant referees are Matt Trotter and Noah Kenyawani. And the fourth official is Corbin May. And now here's the starting 11 for visiting Phoenix Rising.
Well, these two sides meet tonight for the fourth time this season. There's been a win each and a draw here at One Oak Field. This semi-final, you feel, is the most important game with each other as a place in the Western Conference final awaits. Good evening, everybody. Welcome into One Oak Field, the atmosphere building here. Dave Saunders, joined by former professional Anna Bergel. And Anna, these two sides have not given away much in recent games.
No, they haven't. Both of these teams playing excellent as of late, haven't conceded a goal each in 4 games, which is just a testament to the discipline defensively and the organization of this team. So it'll be fun to see these two go at it.
It was a fun game last week. FC Tulsa left it late, but then Stefan Lukic came off the bench and Jamie Webber provided the assist like this.
FC Tulsa has always found a way throughout the season to win these close games, whether that's been off of a set piece in the run of play, although 45% of their goals have come from set pieces, which I think is really just a neat statistic because it shows you in those tight moments, step up, big-time players make big-time plays. Lukic coming off the bench, again, as we mentioned, and it's really been a full team effort throughout the season for Luke Spencer and his team, and they'll hope to continue to build on that momentum heading into tonight's game.
As I said, there's been a win each. There was also a draw here earlier on in the season at One Oak Field.
As we mentioned, both of these teams defensively haven't really given up much, so it's going to take a little bit of individual effort, maybe a quick play from back to front, and that's where Phoenix can be dangerous on the counter. So FC Tulsa will have to be cognizant of that heading into this game. But as games continue to develop, FC Tulsa, has always found a way to chip away and break through. As we get a look here at what was the equalizing goal, Arthur Rogers able to find this goal late, and FC Tulsa, don't count them out in these late games because they've always found a way to get points, and tonight they'll hope to ultimately go on and win this game.
Yeah, he doesn't get many, does Arthur Rogers, but that was the equaliser late on there. They wanted a winner, but alas, it finished 1-1. Anna Bergel, this is a semi-final. Stakes are high. How does one of these teams win the game of football tonight?
We mentioned the margin of error very thin defensively, so want to stay strong, but really it just comes down to those big moments. Players step up in that time, and exciting time in the season for them to do it.
Tell you what, you use the word exciting. I'll say again, the atmosphere is building around us. We can't wait to bring you this one. We'll be back with the lineups, the first half call of this semi-final between FC Tulsa and Phoenix Rising FC.
I couldn't lay down, I couldn't stand up.
My shoulder blade and the muscles between the shoulder blades.
Bent over, couldn't stand up straight.
The pain just got progressively worse.
Turns out that I had scoliosis.
When I walked into Tulsa Spine and Rehab for the first time, I definitely felt very welcomed.
Dr. Riley, I just made an automatic connection.
He's going to take care of you and your needs and get you going.
I walked out of here and I didn't have a crick in my neck anymore.
There is truly here the desire to help people get better.
We weren't supposed to be here. They said the odds were too low. The climb, too steep. But we never stopped. We fought, we believed. Every single second, we gave everything. Because in Tulsa, our opponents are never safe. Not in the 90th minute, not in stoppage time, not ever. We dug deep. We found something bigger than ourselves. Heart, grit, and a city behind us. Last week, our city showed up. Our city believed. You filled this fortress with fire. And when it mattered most, you lifted us up to victory. And now, you're back.
Remember, beginning of the year, nobody believed in us. Today, we have the opportunity to be first in the ranking. We put the intensity like we started last time, and after we maintain this intensity, boys, all together, we defend together. Clean sheet today. Fucking clean sheet. Come on. That's when you go push. Come on. Win on three. Win on three. 1, 2, 3. Win.
This is our house. This is our moment. This is your team.
Well, tonight's match is brought to you by Ascension St. John. Ascension St. John is Tulsa's first Level 1 trauma centre, the highest designation a hospital can receive for trauma care. So no matter what, no matter when, we're ready. Visit ascension.org/St. John. By Bill Knight Ford. Bill Knight Ford is a proud sponsor of FC Tulsa. Bill Knight Ford is Oklahoma's #1 Ford dealer for 15 years running. Stop by today and get your hands on your new Ford today. Bill Knight, home of the Knight Advantage. And by Williams, we make clean energy happen. Well, let's have a look at the home starting 11. And Anna Bergel, there's a big call in goal. Tyler Derrick.
Tyler Derrick brings a ton of experience, and he will be a big proponent to this back line. Look for Calera up front as well, goal scorer for FC Tulsa. But on the other end, Phoenix Rising FC, they have been tough to break down, haven't conceded in 4 games. Rakowski has gained some notoriety as well throughout the season in goal. So both of these teams, it'll be important from a defensive perspective, but Dennis scored the penalty kick last time out, and it'll be interesting to see how these two teams match up this evening.
Let's have a look at the injury report. This injury report sponsored by OSU Medicine. Michael Creek, Boubacar Diallo, Elliot Goldthorpe, Marcus Serrato and Arthur Rogers all out for FC Tulsa. No one out as far as we know for Phoenix Rising FC. Welcome in everybody. The atmosphere, as you can see, once again here at One Oak Field. Semi-final time. FC Tulsa versus Phoenix Rising FC. Phoenix Rising will get us underway in their red shirts, red socks and white shorts, up against the home side FC Tulsa, playing in their all black and gold strips tonight, playing from right to left on your screens. Here's Batista, gets closed down quickly. Charlie Dennis, but there's an offside. Avayevu there up front with Darius Johnson, who closed down Lamar Batista. Let's have a look at the keys to the game with my broadcast partner, Anna Bergel.
Yeah, we mentioned both of these teams coming in defensively have been really solid. So wanting to make Phoenix Rising FC defend and kind of put the onus on them. Mentioned the counterattacks, want to be thoughtful there and dominate from a set piece perspective. FC Tulsa scoring 45% of their goals off of set pieces, so those big moments have mattered this season.
Charlie Dennis feeding it down the right channel. Couldn't find Darius Johnson, cleared away. Here's Coley. Plays it down that left-hand side. Nobody there at the moment. Taylor Carrera onto that one quickly and has got there. And he tries to go round another defender and just can't get there. But he wants the crowd on his side, the top goal scorer, and he looks up for this one, Anna.
And Carrera has the ability to make something out of nothing, and you just see the fight from him, and that's something that Luke Spencer has talked about all season long. He defends starting with the front, which is just a testament to this FC Tulsa team and kind of the unity they have defending. But important in this game, both of these teams trying to come in, kind of dictate the pace of play early on.
Ball cleared away by Peter Rakowski. One back, given away. Nervy times in the opening exchanges here as Phoenix Rising FC come forward. Batista slightly off balance, clears. Calera heads down to El Medkar. El Medkar through to Owen Darm. We've hardly had a chance to mention that Owen Darm is in. Alex Delou goes to the bench, but we think that Owen Darm will be playing on the right. There's Parmodu Kar. Had the pleasure of speaking to him in the week. Knows what this is all about. He says there are no stars in my team. He said just watch out for all 11 on the field and when my subs come on. Experienced coach, been coach of the week 3 times. He, in his playing career, played for Vancouver Whitecaps and Portland Timbers. Long throw into the box, headed away by Shihas. Dennis coming in from the right into the middle. There's Batista with the first foul of the game. Batista has been so important to the FC Tulsa cause, but this man, Charlie Dennis, equally as important. Scored the penalty that won the game down in El Paso in the quarterfinal last week. Late on, here he is, holds that right arm aloft. The line is around about the edge of the box. Here is Dennis. Batista heads away, headed back in. Out comes Tyler Derrick. Tyler Derrick will win, I think, a free kick. The officials tonight in the middle, Brandon Stevis, assisted by Matt Trotter and Noah Kenyawani. Corbin May is the fourth official. Brendan Stevis was in charge when FC Tulsa played down in El Paso in 2020 in that game that finished 2-2 and then went to extra time and penalties. FC Tulsa losing that one by 4 penalties to 2. Mr. Stevis was in charge almost exactly 5 years ago to the day. Here's Owen Darm. Couldn't get the ball from under his feet. Dennis. Asenge. Infield to Morso. And then that one goes all the way through again to Tyler Derrick wearing pink shirts. Early exchanges, Anna. Ball's been given away a little bit. You'd expect that. It's a nervous time being in a semi-final, isn't it?
It is. Both of these teams trying to settle in, find their rhythm. We've seen some kind of giveaways and just trying to find feet, settle in from a possession perspective. But both teams have had chances going forward from back to front pretty quickly. We've seen some momentum through the midfield when Phoenix Rising FC can find that quick pass and turn and go forward. And then FC Tulsa, just Clara and what he brings as well. Owen Dom later runs into the attack. So glimpses of what both teams can do, but a successful and exciting 5 minutes so far here in this game.
Ryan Flood wearing 23 with the throw-in deep in his own territory. Coley got the ball away for FC Tulsa. Owen Dom on the scamper. Cleared away by Popmar Boy, the captain. Weber. Storfer's ball into the box. Our boy again, a towering presence. Weber. Weber again gets it out to Storfer. Storfer back to Ian, who's up from the back here. Ian does well to Storfer. Lucas Storfer. Onto his left foot. Good curling ball into the box. Good header away from Shihas. And that looked like a foul to me. But the offside flag was up. You know, Anna, talking about these two teams defensively, as we look at Luke Spencer, who's had a wonderful first season at the helm, and you know, he said that it could come down to the spin of the ball, and he was, you know, the October coach of the month, and you know, he's just been wonderful in what he's done. He's brought players in, as we've often said, not just for his playing, but also for the community of this wonderful football club.
Yeah, I think from an FC Tulsa standpoint, they've really harped on kind of character first and bringing players in that will buy into that, and we've seen the FC Tulsa starting lineup shift throughout the season, and as the season has developed, players have been brought in to try to just continue to enhance their position. I think, you know, we've seen that here. Tyler Derrick stepping in, Jamie Weber signing mid-season. I mean, the list goes on, and Phoenix Rising FC really has a similar story, has continued to kind of build their roster as well heading into the postseason.
On we go. Ball fed down that left-hand side. Flood with the ball into the box, away by Batista. Storfer with a sliced clearance, gets a second bite of the cherry, whacks it long. Yeah, it's interesting talking to Coach Parmodu Carr. Very similar story to FC Tulsa in that everybody is believing from the, you know, from the front office through to all the players, the fans. And it's similar to FC Tulsa, isn't it? These two clubs are going in the right direction because everybody's pulling in the same direction.
And it just continues to build on each other as well from the USL Championship perspective and the growth of the league and just eyes on the field as the league continues to grow. And so it's neat to see both of these teams kind of in a similar position and continuing to just advance on the field, but also off of it as well from an administrative perspective.
Batista gets dragged down by Charlie Dennis. El Medcar got caught. He was stretchered off last week, but was checked out, and club released a statement a few days later saying that it wasn't as bad as they first thought. Ian into the box. El Medcar was there, but it was a good challenge from Asenge. And now Owen Darm's there, high foot, but it was an overhead kick away. Webber. Ian. Back to Tyler Derrick. Tyler Derrick with a low clearance. Missed by Dennis, picked up by El Medkar. Throw into FC Tulsa. I was just going to say, Anna, these two, we've said it already, have not conceded a goal between them in 8 games, 4 each. I mean, it's pretty amazing not to have conceded a goal. And I think both coaches have said it does start from the front, to the back. We'll just come back to that in a minute, because Havayevu's got in behind the defenders. Pulls back. This is a chance for Rising, and there's the ball inside the box. Charlie Dennis trying to get it onto his left foot. Couldn't get there. Cleared away. And now Taylor Carrera. What a good game of football we've got here. This is end-to-end stuff at the moment. Good challenges going in as well. Game settling down. Coming up to the 10-minute mark, and that one is out. We can take a look at those defences. There's Owen Darm, who's been... Well, there's what I was talking about, Anna. The Phoenix defence, 4 straight shutouts, 428 minutes plus the minutes we played, so make that 438. And they were the first to hold El Paso, weren't they? With, the first 30 minutes without a shot in the match. So they're pretty good in their defence, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, and at the right time as well in the season. Definitely the time to do it and be disciplined, be consistent. So they're carrying that momentum heading into this game as well. And so far as we've watched, FC Tulsa trying to be creative up top, but Phoenix Rising FC look organized defensively as we would expect coming into this game.
Calera trying to hold the ball up. Saint was quickly in on the back of him, but FC Tulsa have won a throw-in. A free kick. Lucas Storfer placing that one. Delence Pierre, who's played the last couple of games against Colorado Springs switchbacks in the central midfield. Tonight really playing in a back 3. You could call it a back 5. Here he is stepping into the midfield. And I was talking to Luke Spencer about Delence Pierre, who's predominantly a centre-back, and it really was a sort of needs must, where they needed, obviously with the injuries to the likes of Serrato and Boubacar Diallo, they needed someone else in there to do that number 6 kind of dirty work, and he stepped up and he's in there.
There have been a few instances throughout the season for FC Tulsa where he's had to do that. He's brought in kind of players to step in, mid-season signings and such, and I think that's the point he's been making all season. It's not just the starting 11, it's players off the bench, it's the entire team that have stepped up, and the versatility of some of these players has been key for FC Tulsa to carry them really up to this point in the season.
12 minutes gone, 0-0. Batista with a long throw, looking for Calera. Marboy was there with the header. Sangay up to the head of Batista. Now the Australian Coley. That's going to fall to the feet of Ryan Flood. Quickly infield to Morsu. Marboy. Marboy low, up to the front line. Batista's in there. Calera nearly got in behind, but there is the man playing in all green tonight, Peter Rakowski, the German, 32-year-old. There's Calera, the top goal scorer. Would dearly love one tonight, but he's got to beat that man there. Rakowski's in very fine form. Throw-in will go Phoenix Rising's way. There's Delence Pierre. We were talking about him dropping a little bit deeper, I fancy, tonight and are not playing so much in the midfield, but more as a third centre-back.
Yeah, and I think that suits him kind of well, more comfortable in that position, and see him kind of bolster that back line with Ian and Batista. As on the other end, you knew coming into this game, Phoenix Rising FC was really solid defensively, so FC Tulsa trying to make certain changes as well to put themselves in a good position to match up.
Stauffer trying to switch the play from right to left. Senge's in with a header. Charlie Dennis back to Senge. Good play from the visitors. Morsu, Senge. Quickly in was Travion Souza. We've hardly mentioned his name. On loan from Seattle Sounders. Saint. Shihus. Back to Rakowski. Taylor Carrera shutting down the goalkeeper there. Ball is loose. And the referee says it will be a free kick in favour of FC Tulsa. There's been some strong challenges, Anna. Let's have a look at this one. It's gone FC Tulsa's way.
Yeah, Phoenix Rising FC pleading their case to the referee here. I think you're seeing kind of both legs kind of lunging in there, a bit of an awkward challenge. Referee still talking with the players. This is a key moment in the game so far. We mentioned how FC Tulsa has been successful on set pieces throughout the season, but Phoenix Rising FC, Rakowski organizing his defense, holding the line at the top of the penalty area.
The crowd believing. This is a long way out for Jamie Webber. He has scored a spectacular free kick. It is central. Is he just going to chip it over the top of that back line and hope somebody gets in behind and can stay on side, or does he go for goal? It's like I said, a very long way out. Probably, you'd say, around about 32 yards out. Referee blows the whistle. Webber comes up. Plays it short here to Clare, who pulled away to the right. His first touch took him away a little bit. Here's Webber. Given away to Morsu. Morsu goes long, and that one is over the top for Tyler Derrick. Well, Gera Signs are industry leaders in visa processing for professional athletes. They work hard off the field for the players to succeed on it. Reach out today for your organisation's consultation. 0-0 the score. We're playing the 17th minute here in downtown Tulsa. One Oak Field to be precise. Both these teams came through in their quarterfinals by a 0-0. Charlie Dennis penalty, winning it down in El Paso for Phoenix Rising. I was talking to some of their fans who said that they had around about a 6-hour drive to El Paso, and it was a bus that was laid on by the club. There they are. We talked to those two gentlemen in red there, and this time they said they flew in, and I'm not surprised. It's a little bit further to Tulsa than it is to El Paso, but they're a well-supported club, and they admired what FC Tulsa were doing. It was very nice to meet them, Anna, just before the kickoff. Here's Asenge feeding it into the area, but there's Batista. It takes a lot to get past Batista, but he did get the last touch, I think, and the referee has gone with the goal kick there, and Morsu is a little bit unhappy that that wasn't given as a corner. But it was good to meet those fans, and it just shows you fans do travel, and it's a long way here to Tulsa, but they're here and enjoying in their time in Tulsa, as they told us.
And we've seen some interviews from the players throughout the week, and it's meaningful. I mean, they've noticed fans traveling and bringing that extra energy and support. It can kind of give them that extra 1%, push them over the edge. And I know Phoenix Rising FC definitely felt that against El Paso. Grateful for the loyalty of their fans.
Dennis has done really well to keep the ball in. Now he's gone to the byline, just has to check the run back to Asenge. And that comes off Souza. To keep his hands out of the way, and it will be a Katrina Freshmax corner for Phoenix Rising. 0-0 the score. Good crowd in. The ticket sales were good again this week. Charlie Dennis with the in-swinger with that left foot. Referee's just going to have a little word as we tell you it's half-time between Pittsburgh and Detroit. 0-0. Of course, Detroit 7 days ago going to Louisville and winning that game by 0-0. North Carolina 0, Rhode Island 0 after an hour there. 0-0 after 20 minutes here. Here's the corner from Dennis into the area, headed away. Morsu. Back to Saint. Saint wearing 6, plants it back into the area. FC Tulsa are back there in numbers, and Tyler Derrick takes that one out of the evening sky. Somebody got a bang on the head. I think it was Ian back there. Tyler Derrick with the ball safely gathered in. It's a good game, Anna, isn't it? I mean, both defences we've talked about are going to be hard to break down, but to be fair, it's quite an open game, isn't it? Players are finding space on the field.
It is. I mean, both of the teams have, in their own right, had their moments going forward. Phoenix Rising FC had a good opportunity earlier, kind of knocking it around in the box, but FC Tulsa's defense have held strong. And something I've noticed throughout the first half that Phoenix Rising FC have done well is they're touch tight to Tulsa. When they lose the ball, they're trying to get it back very, very quickly, so not a ton of space, but when that space does come, we've seen both teams open up, so it's been a fun game to watch so far between the two.
Coley heads it on, looking for Calera. Morsu is in the way. Coley plays it nicely down to Batista, who goes back to Tyler Derrick. Derrick punts it forward. Saints there. Owen Darnes making a nuisance of himself. Ian got the better of the challenge there. Delence Pierre was in, and that one goes through again to Tyler Derrick, who boots the ball down. Underneath this one is Saint. Again, they've got 3 tall centre backs of Phoenix Rising now. Skias comes away with the ball here. Driving run. Played it out to Darius Johnson, who's wide on the left. Johnson still with the ball. Lays it back to Flood. Shehus to Saint. And that's a good header in the end from Delence Pierre. Both teams really playing with 3 centre backs in this closely fought game. The semi-final, high stakes indeed. FC Tulsa in their more modern history have never been in the semi-final. History being made. Well, the USL final on CBS, you can watch that USL Championship final on Saturday, November the 22nd on the CBS television network. The final 2 teams take to the field at noon Eastern, with the winner taking home the 2025 championship title. Go to uslchampionship.com for all the latest playoff information. And of course, both of these teams want to be in that final. Western Conference final and Eastern Conference finals next Saturday. Here's Owen Dunn driving, just loses the ball. Shehus does well to get it back to Rakowski, who boots the ball out, and Batista wins that header over Charlie Dennis. Senge right on halfway, playing as a right wing back, wearing 51, tries to find Dennis. Souza gets in there. Shihas goes long. You'd certainly say that Phoenix Rising have had more of the possession of the football, Anna, but alas, no goals at the moment.
Yeah, Phoenix Rising FC has done a nice job kind of finding that rhythm. They've had the better opportunity, have one shot attempt so far in this first half. FC Tulsa still searching for that clear-cut chance, but from an FC Tulsa standpoint, had to be a bit more direct. Looks like a handball here on Calera.
Yeah, I think Calera missed it, and I think it might have been Owen Darm there who might have hit his arm. Always feel sorry for players when, you know, it just hits the arm and then you're penalised for that. Let's just have a look at it. I think you've got to call that, haven't you, in that vicinity of the pitch, but may have hit his side rather than his arm from the shot we had there. Throw into Phoenix Rising on that left-hand side. That's Ryan Flood, who's somewhat of a local boy, born in Scottsdale, Arizona. Played his youth soccer in Arizona. Senge. Also up from the midfield. Good driven ball into the area. Put away by Delence-Pierre. Delence-Pierre, of course, who knows what it's like to win a championship. Did it last year with the Switchbacks FC. He was able to beat his former teammates last week here by a 1-0. That goal from Stefan Lukic. Charlie Dennis goes down looking for a penalty. I don't think he's going to get one of those. Anna, your assessment of the first, 26 minutes here?
Yeah, I mean, it's been pretty even. I think, you mentioned from a possession perspective, at FC Tulsa's had to resort to playing a bit more direct, I think, than they would have liked to. And I think it's a testament to this Phoenix Rising FC defense. And when they've had the ball, when they've been able to go from back to front quickly, they've been dangerous. FC Tulsa's defense, though, is held strong. I mean, not allowing a clear-cut opportunity. Both of these teams still searching for that. But it's been a good matchup tactically. And still, again, both of these keepers as well, Dave, haven't really been forced to make a save, haven't really been challenged. So I'd imagine coming into this game, we expected that defensively. It might just be one of those individual efforts, that kind of big moment to break through that could be the difference in this game.
Well, from the ER to orthopedics to brain surgery, Ascension St John has got you covered. Visit us at ascension.org/St John. 27 minutes played, 0-0. Delence-Pierre plays the ball up towards Owen Darm. Jamie Webber's done well to win that one for FC Tulsa. Now Pierre will bring it out and cross the halfway line here, and he gets tripped by Dennis. Now I think Mr. Stevis, the referee, will want a word with Charlie Dennis. A lot of times that's an automatic yellow card, and I think Mr. Stevis there is just saying that's a couple of fouls now, just watch out for the next one. I think that's pretty good refereeing here, actually.
We'll get a quick look here. Pierre just trying to come back out, and looked like Pierre might have kind of a combination of maybe a bit of contact, maybe fell a bit awkwardly there. I think referee, you said it well, Dave, just trying to kind of talk to the players, keep the game kind of level-headed.
Free kick then for FC Tulsa. Pierre's okay. Here's Batista. Delence-Pierre. Ian, the Brazilian, the latest signing, signed in October. Fitted in so well. Darm's not given that one to Storfer. Easy foul for the referee to give. Storfer, the captain tonight, Mr. Reliable. Ball up to the front line for Phoenix Rising. Ryan Flood's in there. Charlie Dennis lays it off. Calera slides in and wins the tackle. Now immediately wants to get El Medcar away, but Marboy's there. Now Souza across looking for Owen Darm, too close to the goalkeeper, and it remains 0-0, and we have an injury, and we can tell you that as the world demands low cost, low carbon energy, Williams will be there with the best transport, storage and delivery solutions. Williams, we make clean energy happen. FC Tulsa trying to go fast on the break here, Anna. We've seen it this season at One Oak Field, but it just didn't quite happen there, did it?
You saw a glimpse of when they can be very dangerous going back to front with pace, and Calera timed that tackle really well, trying to release the ball quickly over to El Medcar. And that's something we haven't seen as much in this first half, is Sousa getting involved, getting forward, where we've seen him in the past few games be really crucial in that delivery into the box. That one not executed well there, but better from FC Tulsa, and Phoenix Rising with some space.
Shot coming in, hits the defender, Batista. Owen Darm flicks it on, looking for Calera, is there with Saint. Calera, well done to Lucas Storfer, up to Owen Darm. Owen Darm fouled by Shihas. Referee will give the free kick to FC Tulsa. No chat on the Shihas here. Went for the ball from behind. Got to be careful in that situation. She has the 35-year-old bringing the experience to the team. Storfer beaten by Flood. Mr. Stevis playing advantage. Charlie Dennis lays it off first time to Asenge. Marboy forward. Delenspierre chests it down, and then he gets taken out. And there's also a clash between Batista and Morsu. All getting a little bit fractious here. Mr. Stevis there just telling everybody to calm down. Captain's in there. Marboy. There are a couple of things that happened here, Anna. Let's have a look what we can glean on the replay.
Yeah, these are always dangerous challenges. You see a step on Delenspierre's foot trying to get there. Both of those players coming in really strong.
And then Batista was involved in a clash as well. But Morsu, who committed the challenge, and Storfer's there as the captain. Both captains were in, Charlie Dennis as well. 0-0 the score. It is a semi-final, it's a competitive game, and there's a Lacourse Law yellow card for Morsu for the initial challenge. And he certainly did catch Delenspierre. I don't think he can have any arguments for this one, Alan.
No, Delenspierre, I believe, gets that first touch, and then Morsu, see right there, the foot comes in really strong, you're right. Late referee makes the right decision there. Had to calm things down a bit after that last challenge. I mean, obviously a lot of emotions with this game, just high intensity with what's at stake. And you saw the reaction from each respective team, just trying to look out for their teammates.
Morsu, the Cameroonian, 20-year-old. Axel Asenge. Bit of space here for Jamie Webber. Webber tries to clip it into the box, but easy for Peter Rakowski. Rakowski, who was Team of the Week in week 34, along with Taylor Carrera, the top goal scorer for FC Tulsa. So good battle, that one, but 4 clean sheets, consecutive clean sheets for Rakowski. Storfer gets a toe in. Here's Coley. Webber. Jamie Webber, round 1. Slides the ball to Calera. Calera, ball into the box. In comes Souza, just couldn't get it. A shot on goal, and it rather went behind everybody else. Then there's another challenge right in front of the referee. Challenge is going in. Jamie Webber, the South African, on the Englishman Charlie Dennis. Certainly the foul count is building.
This was one of FC Tulsa's better opportunities, and Weber, just the composure there to find Calera. A good ball in, and Souza coming in, uses his left foot there, so his body positioning not the way he would want it to. That ball kind of goes back square, but great opportunity for FC Tulsa trying to catch Souza with the late run. And the foul shortly after the play, and Phoenix Rising FC, I believe, will have the free kick, and it looks like player down for FC Tulsa in Tyler Derrick. So both teams go to their respective benches for a quick break here.
Well, can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights, plus hear live matches from the USL, MLS Premier League and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the new Sirius XM app. 0-0 the score. There are the visitors, Phoenix Rising, with their coach Parmodu Kar. Very solid at the back, trying to open things up, going forward with their front three. And there's Luke Spencer on the other end of things, there with his squad, trying to find the likes of Calera quickly up front. And again, two good defences on show tonight, Anna, and that's why the crowd haven't seen a goal yet, but they're all enjoying themselves.
FC Tulsa fans showing up for their team throughout the season and in playoffs as well, but you're right, we knew coming into this game that the defenses would be solid. And hey, where's Waldo, Dave?
I'm not sure, he's in the shot somewhere. Crowd have really enjoyed watching FC Tulsa this season. Seen wonderful entertainment, late drama, plenty of goals, and they haven't seen a goal scored against them since September, when Birmingham Legion came here and drew 1-1. Last time they were defeated was by Oakland Roots. Coley goes down. Referee's going to play an advantage. I think two FC Tulsa players collided. Here's Storfer trying to bring in Souza. Souza brings it down. Is there a chance here? Calera can't get it from under his feet. And Morsu will bring it away for Phoenix Rising. They win it back to FC Tulsa. Storfer just went a little bit too far, and then Souza is beaten to the ball by Charlie Dennis.
A lot of action there, unpacking in these last couple minutes. Souza getting involved in the attack. Great first touch initially, but Phoenix Rising FC quickly to compact there, not allowing Calera with a ton of space to get the shot off. And Souza anticipating the long throw here into the penalty area from FC Tulsa.
Yeah, this will be the long throw from Souza into the danger area. My boy wins a towering header. Ian's up there. Lays it out wide to Souza, but it's not enough for him to get on the end of. And he wins it back, and then he gets dragged down. Referee says no foul. Asenge. Good header from Delence Pierre. Batista. And that will be a Phoenix Rising ball. 0-0 after 78 minutes between North Carolina and Rhode Island. It's into the second half. Pittsburgh and Detroit 0-0 here. 38 minutes gone, 0-0. Shows you just how tight these games are and how one goal can win the game of football. FC Tulsa have won a throw-in right in front of the fourth official on their halfway. Giving it away to Skias. Ian. Late challenge there. Now Ian goes down. Lots of fouls. It's competitive in there, isn't it?
And the referee has really let both of these teams play for the most part. I mean, he's made stoppages where necessary. Carter So trying to talk to the players. But it's been a battle, as we knew it would be. Just the stakes are high, obviously, for both of these teams and not wanting to give an inch away.
Well, tonight's match is brought to you by Tulsa Spine and Rehab, a team of specialists in one place delivering lasting pain relief. 0-0 the score. We're in the 40th minute. It's gone by very quickly, this game. It's an entertaining game. Owen Dahm has committed a foul. Saw Luke Spencer writing down some notes in his notepad for the half-time team talk. Marboy, long, down the right-hand side. There's a head clash. Referee will stop the game. Asenge and Souza. Never nice when that happens. It inadvertently happens, of course. Both players' eyes on the ball, trying to win their header. Never nice this, Anna, to see.
No, referee sensibly stopping for the head injury as we get another look here. I think both players with eyes on the ball as that comes in. I think Sousa trying to get his hands up a bit. Good to see both players sitting up, though, after that last play. Just a couple minutes here to reset concussion protocol just to make sure.
Nice moment as well that we saw the athletic staff from both teams getting together, and that was a good moment. A shout out to them. They do so much. Shout out to the fans as well. We know there's some Phoenix Rising fans here who've made the long trip, and the families have come out. The ticket sales were good all week, and there's a real buzz around the city, especially after the first playoff game last week and then to this semi-final game.
Yeah, historic run obviously for FC Tulsa, so it's been neat to see the fans throughout the season have been loyal and continued that way into the first playoff game. And then again tonight, they've showed up in numbers.
Is your lad staying up late again tonight?
He's staying up late. He's out there somewhere with.
Now, they really have stuck with it. It's been a tough road in recent seasons where FC Tulsa haven't been able to get playoff football. They have got it this year. They won the league, of course, in the Western Conference. And here they are in the semi-final. We're back underway. The ball is loose in the air. Tyler Derrick collects that one. Lots of players going down. The foul count is up to 15 in the game. Rakovsky. Out to Saint, who blasts it forward. Delancey-Pierre's under this one. They're headed away. Should say that A.B. Sissoko is back after injury on the bench. Calera's offside. Speak a lot about Taylor Carrera, who's a wonderful signing for FC Tulsa and sets the single season record for a top goal scorer. Scored a couple of goals in the final game of the regular season in the 3-0 win. LaCourse Law yellow card for Skiers in the midfield. So 2 LaCourse Law yellow cards now for Phoenix Rising players. Skiers battling away in the midfield. Now has to defend. Free kick to FC Tulsa. Worthy of a yellow card here, Anna?
And that ball initially gets played in. You see Skiers, I think it's the tug of the jersey there. He's kind of hanging on as FC Tulsa is trying to advance forward. Referee comes over confidently with the yellow card. And a set piece opportunity here for FC Tulsa, needing dangerous delivery again from Weber.
One man wall of hope, Avayevu. Weber into the box. Keeper goes down. There's an almighty scramble, and the referee inevitably is always going to give that to the goalkeeper and the defenders. Be interesting to see exactly what happened there, because the ball seemed to come in and there seemed to be a whole host of players. And we'll see, as the ball was hanging in the air, Rakowski comes out, collects it, and he gets the free kick, playing the last minute of the regular time. Let's have a look at the replay and just see what happened here with the ball into the box.
That was a good ball in from Weber, just kind of floats to that back post, and you see it hit Batista. He falls over, and I think the ball just fell kind of in an awkward position, but it's tough. Referee always going to protect the goalkeeper.
Taylor Carrera gets fouled. Just a few seconds before we see the fourth officials board. See what we're playing with the Tulsa Tech stoppage time. FC Tulsa would dearly love a goal on this attack, and Phoenix Rising would dearly love to keep the back door shut. 4 minutes to go in Tulsa Tech stoppage time in this first half. Coley with the responsibility here to angle the ball in behind the back line of red shirts. Aiming for Batista. Batista heads it to the far post. Calera's there. Headed away by the defence. And Coley was quickly in. And it will be a throw-in. Good ball in, and Batista pulling away is a good thing when you see that happening for FC Tulsa.
Yeah, thoughtful from Batista. His tall frame able to kind of float in that space back post and then headed back across the frame, but just not able to connect that final piece. And FC Tulsa, in those moments of the attack, it's kind of been the story. It's that final pass, still searching for that clear-cut opportunity to challenge Rakowski.
Coley, Storfer, good feet from Storfer to Owen Darm. Owen Darm will go on the run down the right wing. He goes down, he's won the throw-in. I can tell you that Albert Dikwa has done it again. He's scored a late goal, 81st minute for Rhode Island. North Carolina 0, Rhode Island 1, and they're playing the 87th minute. Throw-in, Lucas Storfer. Is there drama here at the end of the first half? Goes back to Weber. Weber plays it into the box. Rakowski comes out, headed down by Taylor Carrera. Not kept in by Elmedkar, is it? It won't count. It won't count because Elmedkar did not keep the ball in. Ian's complaining, but it's the perfectly correct call. Elmedkar just did not keep that ball in, Anna. We could see from our lofty position. Crowd don't like it, but the referee's got that absolutely spot on correct.
AR looked to be in a good position and was in line. FC Tulsa fans don't like it. We'll get another look here at the replay. Elmedkar just trying to keep this in. That whole ball, tough from that angle, but appeared to be all the way over the line. Unfortunate from an FC Tulsa perspective. Well worked, ended up in the back of the net, but disallowed due to the offside or the ball going over the line there. And play resumes here.
It's a very, a very competitive game. And as we keep saying, two very good defensive units. When I say unit, you can talk about the whole team. Defending from the front. Wing-backs tuck in for Phoenix Rising. Storfer can't keep that one in. Playing the last minute of Tulsa Tech stoppage time, 0-0 between these two great rivals. It's the first time they've played playoff football against each other. Fourth time they've played this season. FC Tulsa opened up their season with an Alex DeLu winner. Alex DeLu on the bench. His parents are here as well tonight. Met us. And then there was an Open Cup game that was played across town at the University of Tulsa, which Phoenix Rising won on penalties. Dennis has done well here. Now, is there one more chance for the visitors? Ball over the top. That's a really good ball into the box. Flood was there, but then so was Dylan Pierre back there for FC Tulsa. And that might well do it. Although there might just be a chance for this ball to be launched into the area. Here it is, low into the box, missed by Ian. And the referee, Mr. Service, says that will do it for the first half. It's 0-0 between these two in the Western Conference semi-final. And Anna, for you, is that about right, 0-0?
I think that's fair. Both of these teams have had some good spells of momentum and getting the ball in and around the 18, but FC Tulsa with the disallowed goal off of the right call made, and both teams still searching for a breakthrough here.
Both teams searching for a breakthrough. We'll take it to break. Both coaches will talk to their teams. We've got lots to get through in the Williams halftime show. It's 0-0 between FC Tulsa and Phoenix Rising FC.
Full of opportunities. She also said life is full of learning new things. Really, really cool new things. And when you have the right tools, there are a lot of skills to learn. If we all do the best we possibly can, you just never know whose life might change
for the better.
Mom and Dad can be a little competitive. They get all, yeah, buddy, and heck yeah. Lucky for them, Main Event has over 85 games and activities to play together, so they can get rematch after rematch after rematch. So do something awesome together.
Hi, I'm Bill Knight for Bill Knight Ford, and we're proud to be part of the Tulsa community and Oklahoma's #1 Ford dealer for 16 years, providing you with unmatched sales and ownership experience. We're grateful for the trust and support you've shown us, making our continued growth and success possible. Here's to 16 years of sales leadership and many more to come.
Join us at Bill Knight Ford and BillKnightFord.com, 96th and Memorial, and home of the Knight Advantage.
When I come home, it's like I feel like I'm in my dream home. I've been doing a little research on HELOCs, and I went to Oklahoma Central Credit Union. They were wonderful. We've added pretty much a new addition to our house. We didn't even have to pay the closing cost. They paid it for us. So I've been with Oklahoma Central for quite a while. I'm not going anywhere else.
Fourth meeting between these two this season, but alas, no goals to talk of. Much to come, though, in the second half, you feel, as a place in the Western Conference Final awaits these two. 0-0. We're back with more with the Williams Halftime Show right after this.
Whoa! Termites can eat a pound of wood a day. Pound of wood a day.
Pound of wood a day. Pound of wood a day.
What's wrong, Daddy? Daddy? You okay?
Keep termites out of your home and your head with our premium guarantee that covers up to $250,000 in new termite damage. Before panic shows up, Terminix it.
pivotal victory. And they book a one-way ticket for the conference semifinals. Final whistle goes. It's over! Lightning struck twice!
This week on USL All Access, what do you get when you take desire, talent, belief, mix it all together, then set it ablaze? You get the craziest round we've ever seen in the history of USL Championship playoffs.
Rhode Island conquered Charleston in their own backyard.
A 7-2 upset.
Plus, departures in Colorado Springs, dismissals in El Paso, and conference semifinal previews.
Yeah, welcome back into One Oak Field. We haven't been able to bring you a goal, but let's have a look at the bracket to see what happens to the winners here. And of course, they will play the winners of New Mexico and Orange County, who will kick off just about now, actually. And on the other side of things, well, there are some games going on. Detroit are in action. You can see there. We'll tell you some scores in just a moment, but lots to play for, Anna, and, you know, as we say, much at stake in this game. You don't want to lose because you want to be in that final.
Absolutely, and we've seen already that anything can happen in the playoffs. Obviously, regular season so important, but all bets are off once you get to the playoffs. We've seen some big upsets. Obviously, Detroit City FC knocking off top seed Louisville City, and much more around the league. It'll be exciting to see how this continues to finish throughout the playoffs.
Let's have a look at the scores. 3 games in action at the moment. As I said, New Mexico and Orange County just about to kick off. I can tell you an update on that score. Albert Dequas scored a brace. North Carolina 0, Rhode Island now 2. Pittsburgh and Detroit, as you can see, 0-0 in that one. And half-time here, of course, FC Tulsa 0, Phoenix Rising 0. Let's have a look at some news and notes. And Premier League executive joins the USL. English Premier League Chief Football Officer Tony Scholes is named the president of USL's new top-tier Division 1 Men's League. Congratulations to Tony coming across the pond. There's been a change in Jacksonville, with Sporting Jacksonville has appointed Liam Fox, the Scottish manager of Hearts and Dundee United, as the club's first head coach. And there's a changing of the guard out west. Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, El Paso Locomotive FC, and Oakland Roots FC all announced coaching changes at the end of the season. Just going back to that one at the top, Anna, wonder if we're going to start talking promotion and relegation before too long. We know it's coming, don't we?
Yeah, really neat to see just the continued advancements and evolution of this league, and exciting to have someone like Tony Scholes kind of in the mix, trying to continue just to drive the excitement around the league and continue to watch it grow.
Let's take a final break. When we come back, we'll have a look at the highlights of the first 45 minutes between FC Tulsa and Phoenix Rising FC.
What does it take to safely transport 1/3 of America's natural gas? To meet the ever-growing energy demands of revolutionary technologies? To cleanly, reliably, and affordably power the world? It takes experience. 117 years worth. Experience that helps society move towards brave new horizons in technology and innovation that continues powering the future of our nation and the globe. Experience powers us.
Join me as I take a deep dive into the least insulted ticketing app in history, SeatGeek. Did SeatGeek invent the ticket?
No, but we do make them work.
Drum roll, please. Ooh, how do I use the seat view feature?
It shows seats with a pole blocking the view. Don't buy those.
What if I want to sit behind a pole?
Buy those.
Join me as I bore you to death with a series of interviews about a ticketing app that just does what it's supposed to do.
Well, tonight's match is brought to you by Ascension St. John. Illness and injuries don't wait, neither do we. Ascension St. John has got you covered. Visit us at ascension.org/St. John. By Bill Knight Ford, home of the Knight Advantage. And by Williams, we make clean energy happen. Well, let's run the highlights here of the first half, and Anna Berger will take you through it.
We knew coming into this game that it would be really a defensive stalemate. Phoenix Rising FC with some space in the first half, but FC Tulsa's defense has been up to the task, haven't really allowed a clear-cut opportunity in the first half, and then it's been physical. You knew coming in the emotions, just what's at stake. There have been a couple yellow cards given to Phoenix Rising FC. FC Tulsa has been in the mix, and then this was a big moment. This goal disallowed for FC Tulsa, the ball over the line. The assistant referee seemed to be in a good position there to see that play, and Ian's goal called back. So FC Tulsa with some work to do here in the second half, as well as Phoenix Rising FC trying to get some more momentum going forward.
Let's have a look at the first half stats. No shots on target. And what that doesn't show, as you said, Anna, in those highlights, it's been competitive. The foul count's up to 20. 12 for Phoenix Rising, 8 for FC Tulsa. There's not a lot between these two teams.
No, and we knew coming in the margin of error very thin, but the shots on target, both of these teams have to change that here. Rakowski hasn't had to make a save. Derek as well on the other end, so wanting to challenge both of these keepers and find some creativity in the final third.
Let's have a look at the head-to-head history between these two teams. As we said, they're meeting for the fourth time this season. 1-0 win at Phoenix. That was the opening day of the season. Then there was that loss over there at the University of Tulsa in the Open Cup, and a 1-1 draw at home. You know, and you go back even further, and FC Tulsa have won 5, Phoenix Rising 6. There's been 4 draws. Remember Didier Drogba coming here back in the day and putting a few goals past FC Tulsa, but it's been a good history and two good football clubs going in the right direction.
It is. Every time these two teams have played, it has been very, very close, as you can see here, and with the way the game has gone in the first half, we would imagine it to be no different. So important here in the second half for both of these teams, looking for that breakthrough. Don't want to give anything up defensively, obviously, just with the way that they've been playing. And that's another thing, Dave. I mean, we talked about the defensive success both of these sides have had, haven't conceded in the last 4 games, both of them. So it's going to be tough to break through. We knew that. So it'll be interesting to see in the second half any changes that coaches make, what's said at halftime, as FC Tulsa fans hoping to see a goal here in the second half as they've continued to show strong in their support throughout the season and especially during the playoff run.
Up on the concourse, they're all getting their halftime refreshments. Got to be quick because the referee's back out ready to blow the whistle, but everybody enjoying themselves. It's always a good time here. And the atmosphere, Anna, I've been doing this for several years, and the atmosphere last week and this week has just been electric, hasn't it?
It really has. I mean, the ownership group has just continued to put this club in the right direction. As you get a look there, we talked about the Phoenix Rising FC fans making the trip down to support their club as well. Players in midweek mentioning that is meaningful to see them in the stands in those away games. Can add that extra 1% of energy, and they'll definitely need it here in the second half. But it's been exciting to see. We had a chance to talk to them before the game, and enjoying watching these two teams and have a ton of respect for FC Tulsa as well.
If you're a neutral looking in, you can see there's not a lot between the two teams. Does it come down to a moment of brilliance or maybe a lucky spin of the ball? We don't know, but it could be something like that late on again, and FC Tulsa and Phoenix Rising have both experienced that scenario.
No, you might be right. I mean, both of these teams, Dennis with the penalty kick late to win it at El Paso, and on the other end, FC Tulsa off of a set piece late. So it just gets tighter and tighter as the playoff runs continue, and I wouldn't be shocked if that's what it comes down to here in the second half.
FC Tulsa will kick off. Owen Dahm gets us underway. Ian will belt it forward towards the left-hand side. Everybody on the edge of their seats, all stood up here at One Oak Field. And I'm sure fans from both sets of clubs who couldn't make it here to the stadium will be tuning in, willing their team on. Here's Asenge with the throw-in deep in his own territory on the Phoenix Rising right. Looks for Charlie Dennis, who plays on the right of the three. He wins the free kick because Souza was leaning on him too much. It's been a stop-start game. Rakowski, the goalkeeper. Ian gets a challenging. Coley's in there. Did Coley get caught? Yes, he did, said Mr. Stevis. A couple of players down. FC Tulsa have a chance, Anna, to get the big men up from the back.
And again, dangerous on set pieces. 45% of their goals have been converted in these situations. But we'll get another look here at the foul that led to it. I think it was just that late bit of contact there on Coley. Referee says that was a foul, and Weber will step up to take this one for FC Tulsa.
Jamie Weber, as you say, everybody back in a red shirt. Weber looking to get this one in behind the line. Mr. Stevis, the referee, adds to the drama by talking to a few players. Here's Weber's free kick into the area. It's over, everybody. Will it be kept in? Yes, it will, and I think it's going to be a throw-in. I don't think the assistant referee has raised his flag there. But I think Mr. Stevis has made the decision. There's Jamie Weber, who's really hit form. Joint top with assists here at FC Tulsa with 4. Goal kick then. Phoenix Rising won't mind this being broken up and slow it down and look for that one opportunity to maybe win the game of football. Here's Weber. Run out of field. Flood with the throw-in. Peter Rakowski clears long. Sensible header from Batista. Elmeka up to the chest of Calera. Calera puts in Souza here. Souza hits the defender. It'll be a Katrina Freshmeck's corner for FC Tulsa, who've started this second half very well, Anna, and will want a goal early. Of course, on the other side of things, Phoenix Rising, you know that FC Tulsa are going to come at you second half.
Yeah, Phoenix Rising FC defensively knew in those first moments FC Tulsa would apply a ton of pressure, and they have. Souza getting forward, earning the corner kick opportunity here, but well defended from Phoenix Rising FC, and they'll have to be organized here as Rakowski trying to get everyone in their place, make sure that everyone is accounted for. Referee just having a quick word inside the 6.
Jamie Weber will take the Katrina Freshmeck's corner. Coley is there and they take it short. Coley will feed the South African Weber. Weber, round 1, left-footed ball into the area, headed over by Ian. It came at him rather quickly, and he was almost under the bar when he headed it.
The delivery from Weber so consistent throughout the season for FC Tulsa. Short corner with Coley, but FC Tulsa just not able to execute here. Whips in with pace, and Ian with a golden opportunity there. You're right, I think it just came a bit fast. He's not able to get up and over it back on frame, but Phoenix Rising FC fortunate that he's not able to connect there.
Watch the USL Championship in Spanish on 2DN, the nation's leading Spanish language sports network. The championship final will be available in Spanish along with select matches in 2026. Go to uslchampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. 0-0 the score. Second half here. 5 minutes played already. Jamie Webber, Batista. Wrong foot's Charlie Dennis. Plays it long. Storfer's coming in the back. Ian wins it for FC Tulsa and then commits the foul in the midfield. Ian's been a tower of strength literally at the back, and it was wonderful timing when they signed him, Anna, with AB Sissoko out with that injury. Sissoko on the bench, but Ian's been a great signing, hasn't he?
He's slotted right in really well for FC Tulsa. He's been consistent, but he plays simple. He steps in at the right time in those crucial kind of intervention moments in the back for FC Tulsa. Had a good opportunity a couple minutes ago with a header that by his own standards he might want back. It whipped in pretty quickly, but he's been a great addition to this FC Tulsa back line.
Saint gets us underway, given away. Owen Darm wins it back for FC Tulsa. El Medcar didn't look where Sousa was, but Batista says, well, I'll take over. Tremendous tackle coming in with Saint and Batista. No quarter given there at all. Phoenix Rising throw in. Rhode Island have beaten North Carolina by 2-0, and Albert Dequar Brace wins that one late on. 7 minutes to go between Pittsburgh and Detroit, 0-0. Long ball over the top, and there was a good header from Pierre. Darius Johnson twisting and turning, wins it for Phoenix Rising. Here's Charlie Dennis. Back to Johnson out wide on that right-hand side, up against Batista. Player goes down in the area. Here's the low ball into the box, and it's headed away by Ian, who got there. Other than that, there were a couple of players coming in the back, the likes of Ryan Flood coming in there. Good header away from Ian.
It was, and in those moments it's easy to switch off and lose your mark, especially when that ball is kind of delayed being whipped in, but Ian tracked it all the way, headed it away, and a key corner kick opportunity upcoming for Dennis.
Katrina Freshbeck's corner. Charlie Dennis, left-footed, outswinger to the far post, headed down. Asenge with the shot, then he goes down, and then there's a shot which ends up in the crowd behind the goal. FC Tulsa defend that pretty well, but it just shows you what Phoenix Rising can do.
So important off of the knockdown. FC Tulsa trying to stay compact quickly there after that ball gets knocked out. The initial block, and then that second opportunity just sails up over the bar, but FC Tulsa able to defend soundly there.
Well, you can enter the Brinks Tires Family Game Days Kit Sweepstakes for a chance to win a prize pack worth up to $4,000. Scan the QR code on screen to enter today. We'll try to give you that readout again so you can grab your phones and be ready. Throw in for Ryan Flood, the 25-year-old, signed in March of last year. Morsu to Skias. Coley's in with a challenge. Webber's in with a challenge. Lots of challenges in that midfield third. Ian again. Tower of strength, literally. Haven't seen much of Avayevu. And then Charlie Dennis trips Ian from behind. Charlie Dennis from Brighton in England. Tyler Derrick then with the responsibility of the free kick in this closely fought game. All the games tonight closely fought. As I said, Rhode Island left it late to score their 2 goals. Calera wins a header, kept in really well by Stauffer, and then Stauffer wins a throw-in and wants to go quickly here. FC Tulsa want the momentum. Ian infield to Jamie Webber. Batista in the purple boots picks out Souza. El Medcar. Batista was caught late again. Another free kick. Referee just giving a talking to here. Darius Johnson it was. The man who's actually born in London and plays for Grenada, made 6 appearances for his country, the 25-year-old. He actually began his football journey, interesting enough, in London with the Rising Ballers in the street soccer there. Free kick, Batista in the 57th minute of this semi-final. The winners of this game will play the winners of New Mexico and Orange County, who are behind this game. They kicked off at 8 o'clock, 17 minutes gone, 0-0 there. Batista over the top, looking for Owen Darm, who's offside. And plenty of, you mentioned it going into the half-time break, both coaches have got plenty of options on their benches, attacking options in that. You look at the likes of, Okello and Sacco, who could come on for Coach Modukar, and then you look at the likes of Trevor Morn and Alex DeLue. Harvey Sinclair can come on one of the wings, so it could be, and don't forget Mr. Stefan Lukic, who keeps scoring off the bench. Stauffer looked to be taken out off the ball, and the referee agrees, but it could be someone off the bench again that has to come and change things up.
Right, and just to bring that new energy as well, some fresh legs at this point in the season. Sacco scored the last time here against FC Tulsa at One Oak Field, but you're right, Lukic off the bench 5 times has been a difference maker for FC Tulsa, so some options there as this game continues to develop. Let's get a quick look there at Stefan Lukic, who's been consistent and can be a real threat late in games for teams.
Here's Coley. Batista's coming in far post. Good header away. It'll be an FC Tulsa throw-in. Travion Souza is going to take this one. It'll be a long throw launched into the box. Batista will take his time just strolling into the box here. Here's short to Coley. Coley into the box, and it goes through to the goalkeeper. Missed by the defender. Shehus there, but Rakowski's experienced enough to just collect that one. Wasn't put off by the missed header. Charlie Dennis, first time ball forward, only to the head of Ian. Owen Darm wants to win this one. Be a throw in here for Ryan Flood. Game delicately poised. Saint under pressure from Taylor Carrera, does well. In goes Batista, wins it. Taylor Carrera now surrounded by red shirts. Here's a chance. Webber now thinks about a shot, still thinks about a shot. El Medcar can't get a shot away. Can there be a shot now? Webber into the area, shoots! And it hits a defender and it goes away for a goal kick. In fact, it hit one of the FC Tulsa players. It might have been Calera trying to get a close-in header. But FC Tulsa were knocking on the door then. An hour gone in this one. And FC Tulsa going close here.
Flurry of activity here. Weber in the middle of all of it. Initially plays that ball out wide. Medcar not able to get a clean look, and Weber trying to break through here, but well defended. Last-ditch effort, I believe, from Owen Dom there. And that one goes out for a goal kick, but FC Tulsa applying more pressure here. Weber in the middle of it, trying to make something happen.
Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the academy to the big leagues, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select product specials and more. Select, the player's choice. Throw in here for Axel Asenge, on loan from LA Galaxy 2. Now give it away. Coley suddenly opened up for him. Owen Dom, what can he do with it? That's tackled well. Batista now with Charlie Dennis. Batista will go back to Tyler Derrick, who clears a little bit untidily with his left foot. Kept in by Souza. Dennis now on the ball. Up to the front line to Johnson. Away by Ian. And the referee said that there was a push by Hope Avayevu.
Have to be careful there. It shows you on both ends how just an untidy pass can put yourself in danger. Phoenix Rising FC, errant pass. Coley picks it up, able to defend it properly. And then on the other end, FC Tulsa, tough pass back to Tyler Derrick. Not a great clearance, and Phoenix Rising FC coming back right at him pretty quickly. So it just goes to show you how important it is to stay sharp. Both of these teams with the ability to pounce quickly.
Really good defending from Saint. Lets it go over the line. Well, Tulsa Spine and Rehab are a team of specialists in one place, delivering lasting pain relief. We knew it was going to be tight with both defences not willing to give up a goal in the last 4 games each. Delence-Pierre there proving my point. Free kick though to Rising. Go quickly here. Ian back there. Does well to clear it out. Ryan Flood with the throw-in. Rising in no hurry. They've been under some pressure in this second half, but no real clear-cut opportunities, you'd say. Shihas into the box. Here's Dennis, swivels, takes a deflection. Tyler Derrick in behind that one, but it just shows you again it can be a looping deflection that can go into the top of the net. And Charlie Dennis, if he finds any room at all, and he can hit the target.
From an FC Tulsa standpoint, needing to close down there a bit quicker. Dennis able to take a touch and turn. He was a bit square, but the release of the shot, fortunate that one wasn't too much for Tyler Derrick to bring in there, and it looks like we'll see substitution here. Owen Dom stepping off, DeLu coming back on.
Yep, Alex DeLu, big moment for him. Owen Dom being preferred to start. DeLu will give a lot of speed and agility on that right-hand side. Loves to play on the right ahead of the likes of Stauffer and Harvey Sinclair. Here is Stauffer. Weber back to Stauffer now. Can Stauffer get a decent ball in? He goes to the far post. It's headed back by El Medcar. Here's Calera. Calera trying to turn and get inside the box, but it's been driven out. Goes to the line here. Good tackle again. And it will be a Phoenix Rising throw-in. We're coming up to the 65-minute mark and it remains 0-0. Weber gets fouled. That was Avayevu. Souza. Coley into the area. Keeper comes out and Calera nearly got just in front of the goalkeeper. It would have been a glancing header in if he got there. Batista in quickly on Dennis. Ball played forward, route one. Delence-Pierre. Referee said no. And now there's a push, and you've got to be careful when you raise your hands. Delence-Pierre's in there as well. Avayevu, Johnson, Tyler Derrick trying to be peacemaker, then Jamie Webber pushing and shoving. Batista still on the ground, and the referee wants to get everybody away and talk to a few players here. Webber's still in the thick of it, needs to get out of it. Some would argue that the foul was made by Batista. Referee's going to talk to the assistant as well. Big moment in the game. Here's the replay. Well, there's the push, and there's a push from Delence-Pierre, so he might call it quits here or show a couple of yellow cards. There were some yellow cards shown there. The course law yellow cards have been shown. I think Batista might have been shown a course law yellow card there. We'll get confirmation of who got the yellow cards. Mr. Stevis there, sorting things out, calming things down. Let's have another look at the last event. Again, another chat with his assistant. There's the pushing.
It's tough to see from that clip leading up a lot of kind of extracurriculars from both teams. We know emotions are high, the intensity of this game, but referee just trying to calm things down. I think Batista with the yellow, Johnson with the yellow card as well.
Yeah, two course law yellow cards shown there, one for each team. Here's Batista. He needs to keep his head here. The last thing you want to do is go down to 10 men. Souza just being driven out there. Well, soccer season is here, and SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek. Your ticket to great seats. Still, we await the first goal, and we're in the 69th minute in this very closely fought semi-final where history is being made here for FC Tulsa. North Carolina safely through. It's very late on between Pittsburgh and Detroit, who Rhode Island would play in the final. 0-0 between those two great rivals. Now Dennis goes down, and the assistant says that was a pull down, and this will be a free kick. And now FC Tulsa have to be organised at the back here, Anna. They're under a bit of pressure here.
And this is where you have to stay disciplined, not give up free kick opportunities in and around the penalty area from both teams. We've seen in the last couple of minutes emotions running high, referee just trying to calm things down, and FC Tulsa giving up a free kick here in a crucial area, and Dennis will whip this in with the left-footed in-swinger here.
Charlie Dennis, the free kick and penalty specialist for Phoenix Rising. Everybody back for FC Tulsa. Dennis then whips the ball in with that left foot to the far post. Headed back infield, and Tyler Derrick collects. Alex DeLue wants Tyler Derrick to go quickly, but everybody else telling Tyler Derrick to calm things down. Good take from Tyler Derrick.
Dennis goes back post here for Phoenix Rising FC. Ball gets played back into the danger area right in the 6-yard box, but Derrick watches it all the way in. and brings it in confidently for FC Tulsa.
Ian. Goes back to Tyler Derrick, who goes long, looking for Taylor Carrera. Saint inadvertently flicked that on. Ball cleared away only as far as Ian. Now Webber takes over in the midfield. Jamie Webber will have to go back to Tyler Derrick. Senge with the header. Dennis tries to put him in, but that's going to go all the way through to Tyler Derrick again, who can take the sting out of the game. Well, eFootball is here. Live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favourite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. Download now. Ball cleared away again. Dennis. Luke Spencer acting as ball boy there. 94 minutes gone in the Pittsburgh and Detroit game, 0-0. Throw in then, Asenge with it. Coley pushing the back there. Game in a bit of a stalemate at the moment, but you just feel at any moment Anna, that something could happen.
And we really have seen it throughout this game so far. It just hasn't resulted in that clear opportunity. But if there's an error, if there's an errant pass, both of these teams have pounced on it very quickly. So that's really been kind of the theme of this game, not giving anything up. But in space, both of these teams have the caliber of players to make an immediate impact.
DeLue breaks free, brings in Souza. Souza quickly shut down. Was he fouled? No, says the referee. On we go. Game opening up a little bit now. So loose ball down the middle. Ian's there to clear. Flicked on by El Medkar to Calera. Souza could well launch a throw in here, you feel. Travion Souza has got one of the longer throws in the USL Championship, in my opinion. Goes short again. Batista back to Souza. Souza wins one tackle, then loses it. Referee said it will be yet another foul. Travion Souza on loan from Seattle Sounders, another late signing in the season. Similar story again, isn't it, to Phoenix Rising? Both these clubs, have had pretty good seasons, and players have come in late and fitted into the way that the coach wants to play with his team, and similar stories, isn't it, Anna?
Yeah, they've really been seamless transitions as they've brought players in. It's tough to come in mid-season or even as late as some of these players have to fit in from a chemistry perspective, tactically, and be able to put up results. And both of these teams, as we mentioned, getting hot at the right time.
Now here's DeLue. DeLue, good ball into the box. Calera's there. He goes down. DeLue with a great ball into the box, and in fact it was Jamie Webber that was in there. Well, DeLue stole the ball away, and that's what he will bring it.
That just shows you how quickly things can change. And DeLue with energy and pace going forward. Webber trying to get on the end of it, but Phoenix Rising FC recovering to knock off just enough.
Coley, Souza has to go back to Batista. Batista wrong foots Charlie Dennis again. Souza up to Calera. Calera couldn't get the first touch right. Weber wants that one and gets it off the foot of Skias. Coming up to the 75th minute mark. Phoenix Rising finishing with their last 4 games of the regular season with clean sheets. Excuse me, last 3 games, and then of course that game last week a clean sheet as well. The referee has gone with a free kick. Well, away from home, Phoenix Rising have scored 3 goals in the last 14 minutes of the game. But their opponents have scored 6. So there's still time, and statistics would say that we could still have a goal here at any moment in the next 14 minutes. Of course, there would be 2 periods of extra time, and then we would go to a penalty shootout. There is no golden goal. It's 2 periods of 15 minutes that will be played out in their entirety. Not much space at all to play in this game. Every time someone has the ball, they're quickly shut down. Long ball forward. Pierre's back there in the corner, and it will be a throw-in to Phoenix Rising here. If you're the coaches now, I know you want to make a change, but sometimes you don't want to alter anything at this stage of the game equally as well. It's one of those difficult decisions, isn't it, late on? Asenge. Parmodu Kar looks on. Has the ball into the box. Deleuze there. Cleared away by Weber. 37 minutes gone in New Mexico. 0-0 between New Mexico and Orange County. The winner of that game plays the winner of this game that you're watching here on ESPN Plus and My 41 here in Tulsa. Dave Saunders and Anna Burgle bringing you all the action here from One Oak Field. Tyler Derrick's underneath this one, so's Flood, and Derrick will collect that one in. Tyler Derrick, route 1. Coley, Calera, El Medcar, Coley, Souza. Souza to the back stick, and out comes the goalkeeper, and again El Medcar was just coming in, but Peter Rakowski there.
FC Tulsa working the ball out well, starting from the right, switching it all the way to the left, and Sousa. Then that ball into the box, but again, Rakowski's timed those really well. Brings that one in. So we get a look here at the last 4 matches between these two teams. And really, I mean, a lot of tight games, tight wins.
Phoenix Rising coming forward. Here's Alex DeLue. And he gets fouled. Lots of fouls in this one. Foul count is now to 36. There's going to be a substitution here. We're going to see the introduction of Harvey Sinclair. Travion Souza will make way. Lucas Storfer will go to the left-hand side. Harvey Sinclair will support Alex DeLue, Anna. And that is what a lot of FC Tulsa fans like is Harvey Sinclair with Alex DeLue down the right.
Good things happen when those two can link up, and St. Clair really brings an element of good crossing, good delivery, and good decision making for FC Tulsa. So he'll be a good addition here late in this game.
Tyler Derrick then with the free kick up towards DeLue, towers and wins the header. Weber trying to look for Calera. Charlie Dennis deep in his own territory here. Lays it off to Saint. Saint hurriedly forward. Delancey-Pierre's having his shirt pulled. Play on we go. We're in the 81st minute here at One Oakfield. 0-0 in the semi-final. There's the ball into the box. Ian heads away. Weber challenges with Shihas. Avayevu's in there. Alex DeLue wins it now for FC Tulsa, but his first touch wasn't good. And now there's a chance here because it's 25, 26 yards out central. And Charlie Dennis quickly wants to get the ball here and set himself for this free kick. Anna Bogan.
Shows you how important just what you would think simple moments are. DeLue did so well defensively, but first touch gets away from him and puts him into that 50-50 battle. Ultimately gives up the free kick, and now Phoenix Rising FC with a great opportunity here to potentially go on frame. Three-man wall for FC Tulsa and Tyler Derrick getting everyone organized.
Darius Johnson wearing 22 or Charlie Dennis. Dennis comes up, hits it into the wall. Wall does its job, but it spins away for a Katrina Freshmet's corner. Wall did its job, Anna.
Wall did its job. Tyler Derrick trying to turn around quickly here. Get everyone marked up for FC Tulsa. Ian there centrally to defend, and Phoenix Rising FC needing good delivery here from Dennis.
Charlie Dennis, the Englishman, from the left, packed 6-yard box. It's headed over the bar, and it will be a goal kick, as we tell you, as the world demands low-cost, low-carbon energy. Williams will be there with the best transport, storage, and delivery solutions. Williams, we make clean energy happen. Tyler Derrick with the goal kick. A goal now would be dramatic and could well win the semi-final. Harvey Sinclair had to be content with a place on the bench in recent games. DeLue. Coley tries to thread it through, just didn't happen. And the referee says that will be a free kick. Charlie Dennis goes down. Mr. Stevis, the man in charge, has had to blow the whistle several times tonight. We're underway again. 6.5 minutes of the 90 plus whatever Tulsa Tech stoppage time is to be added on. Delancey-Pierre wins yet another header at the back. And then you could say the same for Marboy, who's just won that header. Both defences, as we've been saying, very hard to break down. Rakowski comes out of his goal. Stauffer heads back in field. Phoenix Rising coming forward. Johnson. Tackled well by Batista. Another Katrina Freshmax corner for Charlie Dennis. And FC Tulsa under some pressure here, Anna Bogle.
Johnson in space does well to earn this corner. Batista recovering, but FC Tulsa needing to stay touch tight here.
Katrina Freshmax corner, plenty of pushing and shoving. Here's the ball into the area. Again, Ian with a towering header out. DeLue chases. And Morsu plays it out. 5 minutes to go. The crowd believing. I'm sure the Phoenix Rising fans watching in as well will be believing that their team can do it. They did it late in El Paso. FC Tulsa did it in extra time. Of course, Stefan Lukic could well make his entrance at any point. Does Luke Spencer hold him back? Maybe in extra time. Coley plays it forward. Nobody there. Ian. Purposeful ball to El Medkar. El Medkar. Deleu. Alex Deleu for FC Tulsa. Hits a defender. And then Deleu has lost control and pulled back Ryan Flood.
FC Tulsa on that last sequence, connecting pretty well, trying to break through the line of this Phoenix Rising FC defense, but Deleu, ball just gets away from him. Ultimately gives up a free kick opportunity, but you can see again when FC Tulsa connects quickly from back to front, especially off of the result of maybe an errant pass there in the midfield, dangerous things can happen, but Phoenix Rising FC defensively continues to hold strong.
0-0 between New Mexico and Orange County. Playing injury time there at the end of the first half. Just to repeat, the winners of this game will play the winners of New Mexico and Orange County. Another clash there, won well by Shehurst. Now Storfer goes to the ball and goes down in the area. The referee shaking his finger there and saying that is not. And in fact, he's given a lacrosse law yellow card for Lucas Storfer for diving. First lacrosse law yellow card. Here's the incident.
These are big decisions here from the referee. Didn't see a ton of contact there. You can understand the decision. And Stauffer with the yellow card.
Dennis flicks it on. Johnson. The referee said there was a foul. If my eyes don't deceive, Stefan Lukic is ready to come on, but he might be held back here with the thought of extra time maybe. Or does Luke Spencer go early? He scored, just to repeat, 5 times coming off the bench for FC Tulsa this season. There he is. The crowd want him on. Who'd be a coach, Anna Bergel? Do you bring him on now or do you wait?
I mean, we've seen Luke Spencer make some big decisions throughout the season, changing up personnel, and it's gotten them up to this point, so he's clearly being thoughtful about his substitutions here.
Tyler Derrick will come out of his area here. We're playing the last minute of the regular 90. Flicked on by Harvey Sinclair up to Deleu. Sinclair's gone down. Foul from Shehurst. Ian goes quickly. Jamie Webber. Is there a little bit of magic from someone here on either side? Late on it would be. Johnson gets the ball back, crosses the halfway line. Now Mekar got a foot in. Asenge. Dennis. Asenge. Does it open up for a shot? It does, but it hits Delence-Pierre and Storfer clears. We're going to have 3 minutes of Tulsa Tech stoppage time for one of these two teams to win the game of football, or we go to extra time. Phoenix Rising playing the ball around with some confidence here. Harvey Sinclair flicks it on, gives it away again, goes in for the challenge, was late. LaCourse Law yellow card, Harvey Sinclair. You could see that one got away from him. And again, it will be a Charlie Dennis free kick, Anna Burgle, and FC Tulsa will have to defend this one on the 18-yard line.
We'll get another look here at the replay, but St. Clair needing to tidy things up here and just comes in late, has to be thoughtful. Giving up the free kick here, Charlie Dennis. Phoenix Rising FC went on to score a late goal against El Paso and a chance to potentially do it here against FC Tulsa.
We're playing the 3 minutes of Tulsa Tech stoppage time. Charlie Dennis. Everybody back in a black shirt, defending. Dennis waits. And still waits. And the referee will have to talk to some of the players about just leaving each other alone. Yes, they're all fighting for their little bit of space. Ryan Flood's in there, Delence-Pierre. Mr. Stevis has another chat with the players. More drama, time added on. Dennis here, delivery into the box, header, wide.
Dangerous ball in from Dennis there. FC Tulsa fans exhale after that last sequence, and Tyler Derrick will get this ball forward quickly as the end of regulation starting to tick away here.
Well, we hope you're enjoying this one on ESPN Plus and also My 41 here in Tulsa. 0-0 in this semi-final. Much at stake now. Ball cleared away. It'll be another Harvey Sinclair throw-in. It's a handball against Taylor Calera. We've played the 3 minutes of Tulsa Tech stoppage time, so this is just anything the referee is adding on. In fact, he's not going to add anything on, and we will go to extra time. 2 periods of 15 minutes will decide who will play in the final next Saturday. Taylor Carrera's not had too many chances. There haven't been too many clear-cut chances at all, Anna.
No, there haven't. Calera has been kept pretty quiet. Both of these teams we knew wouldn't give anything up defensively, and rightfully so led us here into extra time, and both teams take a quick reset. We'll hope to come out strong here in extra time. Yeah, both coaches will talk to their teams. We'll step away just for a moment and prepare ourselves for extra time, because here at One Oak Field, it's finished in the regular time. FC Tulsa 0, Phoenix Rising FC 0.
What does it take to safely transport 1/3 of America's natural gas? To meet the ever-growing energy demands of revolutionary technologies, to cleanly, reliably, and affordably power the world, it takes experience. 117 years worth. Experience that helps society move towards brave new horizons in technology and innovation that continues powering the future of our nation and the globe. Experience powers us.
Hi, I'm Bill Knight for Bill Knight Ford.
And we're proud to be part of the Tulsa community and Oklahoma's #1 Ford dealer for 16 years, providing you with unmatched sales and ownership experience. We're grateful for the trust and support you've shown us, making our continued growth and success possible. Here's to 16 years of sales leadership and many more to come.
Join us at Bill Knight Ford and BillKnightFord.com, 96th and Memorial, and home of the Knight Advantage.
At Ascension St. John, we're committed to being your first choice for healthcare in Oklahoma. For movement disorders, spine care, and more, our brain and spine specialists lead in coordinating advanced care. Patients choose us for advanced heart care and personalized cancer care. And we also excel in the things that can't be measured. Listening more closely, caring more compassionately.
Extra time here then in this semi-final will maybe determine the winner. If we don't get any goals or it's a draw at the end of this 2 periods of 15 minutes, it will go to a penalty shootout. Anna, we talked about it during the broadcast. You know, again, it could come down similar to last week. Stefan Lukic comes off the bench and scores the winner. I mean, it could come down to a moment of brilliance, couldn't it, to win this game?
It could. I mean, it's going to be a complete team effort. Tired legs at this point. It's really all about just digging deep and finding it in you. Make sure you track your runner, make that extra run going forward. And you're right, both coaches with options on the bench. Lukic, obviously, and then on the other end, Sacco scored against FC Tulsa last time they were here, and it looks like Lukic will step on now for FC Tulsa, and both teams in their respective huddles. A few final words of motivation from captains, and then off to the races here.
Yeah, Stefan Lukic. Everybody in these parts know what he can do from the bench. And I think, if my eyes don't deceive, it's Khalil El-Medkar who departed the scene. Luke Spencer looks on. Andrew Christensen, his assistant, stood behind him. Both coaches have had their say. And as I say, we go into extra time. There's Coach Pa Modu Kar in the background there, who would have looked at film and looked at what Stefan Lukic can do. So here we go. Batista wins the first header in extra time. Storfer. Calera heads it down. DeLu. Lukic wants it, and it's a good ball into the box. That would have been some first touch for Lukic, but it didn't arrive at his head. Lukic has got that ball into the area, hooked away though, missed by Coley. Ian down to Batista. Good turn from Batista to Delence Pierre. Harvey Sinclair, good step over. Calera goes down. Referee says it will just be a throw-in. Harvey Sinclair, Taylor Carrera, Jamie Webber on the scamp here. Webber, good play from the South African, and in the end just couldn't get the ball from under his feet. And Avayevu brings it away for Phoenix Rising. Johnson's there. Dennis, in goes DeLu. Morsu was in there, but so was Delence Pierre. Marboy. Again, Batista's in there. 2 players down. Referee may have to glance over his shoulder. I think the assistant's bringing the attention here. I think it was Charlie Dennis and Batista who inadvertently clashed there. Well, if you've got your cell phones at the ready, we can get you to scan a QR code there. That's to enter the Prinks Tires Family Game Day Kit Sweepstakes for a chance to win a prize pack worth up to $4,000. Scan the QR code on screen to enter today. Batista is okay. Phoenix Rising FC have had a good history in the postseason. Free kick. It all started back in 2017 when they made it into their first postseason, and first ever playoff win in 2018 by beating Timbers 2 by 3-0. They reached the championship final but lost in 2020 when they won the Western Conference, but due to COVID that was cut short. And then the big year 2023 when they won the USL Championship title by defeating Charleston Battery on penalties after a 1-1 draw. And incredibly, Anna, in that 2023 playoff run, they won all 4 playoff games on the road, which is a unique feat in USL history. Here's Dennis trying to get another away win for Phoenix Rising, but FC Tulsa standing firm. Calera's got a lot to do here, but he's won a throw-in. But that, just coming back to that run in 2023, that was some feat, wasn't it, to win everything away from home?
I mean, obviously no game easy, but to go on that run on the road, and I think it's a testament, too, to their fans traveling. We've seen them in El Paso and seen them here again against FC Tulsa, making the trip in support.
Now, Stauffer might like to launch this one into the box. Delancey-Pierre and Ian have come up from the back, joined now by Batista. The 3 big centre-backs in the danger area. Lukic as well waits on the edge of the area. Stauffer's throw. Headed. DeLu. Jamie Webber. That one hits the referee. That'll be an FC Tulsa ball. Mr. Stevis, who'd be a referee. He couldn't help it. FC Tulsa were in possession of the ball and should have the ball. But it would have been a good ball out to the left-hand side, Anna, but Mr. Stevis, no fault of his own, was in the way.
Yeah, you saw the idea there from Weber out wide.
Coley. Stauffer. Stauffer goes down. Calera lays it off. Almost got the 1-2 back from Lukic. And Lukic is in with a tackle again. Saint clears it. Coley. Weber. Weber gets it to DeLu. DeLu runs into trouble. And now Dennis, wearing 12. And that is an offside.
Reminder for fans tuning in, if you've been watching USL Championship all season or tuning in for the first time, that offside flag goes up. The ball has to be played when that attacking runner is in line with that defender. If they're behind the defender when that ball is played, that offside flag goes up. We haven't seen that a ton tonight, but a few times.
Ball forward. Shehus with a header away. Ian heads it towards Harvey Sinclair. Sinclair twisting and turning, gets it back to Ian. Now here's Calera, tries to feed the ball into Stauffer again, just too short. Now Dennis with Batista. Batista comes out with the ball and then gets tackled and then wins it back and then loses it again, and Phoenix Rising down the right-hand side. Danger for FC Tulsa. Dennis is there, but Batista, who else has won it back? And in fact, there was a free kick. Batista has been brilliant all season.
He really has, and FC Tulsa's defense, he's been very consistent. Great from a distribution standpoint, but also in his recovery. Dangerous on set pieces, obviously, with his frame, and a real leader for this team throughout the season. Not afraid to get stuck in tackles.
0-0 it remains. Tyler Derrick. with this free kick for FC Tulsa. In the first period of extra time here, you can see we've played 97 minutes without a goal. Marboy wins a towering header. Weber, Harvey Sinclair, up against Flood. Sinclair, can he get a ball in? He certainly can. Lukic with a header down, it hits the defender, rolls away, and Rakovsky has just about kept that on the line. Crowd don't like it, but again, I think it's the right decision. I think he's kept the ball on the line.
St. Clair able to get a ball in, and Stefan Lukic goes wide. It was going to go out for a corner kick. Rakovsky had work to do. See it closely there, but I believe as that ball continued to roll, Rakovsky able to get it in time.
Weber, Coley. Storfer's out wide and receives it now, onside. Lucas Storfer into the box. Saint and Calera went for a ball. Now Weber, chance! Weber with the shot! And it's just wide of the target! But it goes out for a corner. Jamie Weber very close to breaking the deadlock. Katrina Freshmack's corner for FC Tulsa.
Weber breaking free at the top of the penalty area, stays composed, picks his head up. You see it's the initial deflection off of the defender there. And that ball rolls out for a corner kick. Key chance here for FC Tulsa, and you can feel the fans trying to will this one in.
Stefan Lukic, who was brought on in that sweet shot substitution, waits in the area. Coley into the danger area, taken by the goalkeeper, but the referee has got to sort out more pushing and shoving. It will be a retake. Well, Marboy and Lukic are virtually hugging each other onto the ground. They know how dangerous Lukic is, and Marboy knows exactly that, and he's not letting him move. Referee will keep an eye on it. Got to be careful if the referee sees it and you haul to the ground. Here's Coley with Weber. Weber to the far post. Back from Calera, on from Lukic. Where's the ball going to fall? It's going to come to Alex DeLu. DeLu through a crowd of players, away by Dennis. Headed back by Sinclair. And now there's a head injury, and I think it's Delence Pierre who's down there in the area. Flurry of activity, but alas, no goal, Anna Bergel.
Stopping the play here for Delence Pierre to get some attention, but this Phoenix Rising FC defense continues to hold strong, not allowing that extra space off of the Weber opportunity after the deflection, the corner kick, the retake. A lot going on these last couple of minutes, and we'll get a quick look here at that last sequence while Delence Pierre gets some attention. Weber with that ball far post, trying to head it back across the face of goal. And it was a brave challenge coming in against Delence Pierre. The right one, though, from Marboy. Unfortunate that Pierre not on the favorable side of that, but good to see him up and walking off after that last sequence.
I mean, we did warn everybody that these two defenses are really good, and it's proved to be right, hasn't it?
It's really the game that we expected coming into this game, not giving anything up, tough to break through. I mean, there have been some players that have been kept very quiet. I mean, Taylor Calera for FC Tulsa hasn't had many touches. There hasn't really been a ton of space in the final third for either team, and really the last effort from Weber was one of the closest for FC Tulsa. And even then, I think Rakovsky had it covered. We'll see some substitutions here. It looks like Sacco, who scored against FC Tulsa the last time they were here at One Oak Field. Okello stepping on as well for Skierce.
Sweet shots, substitutions in the first period of extra time. Will it make the difference for Phoenix Rising? There's a real chance! Well, how on earth did they get the space and the time in the box? And I think it was Okello who was there. Excuse me, Sacco it might have been. Let's have a look how much space he's got here.
I think he was a bit surprised himself. A defensive breakdown for FC Tulsa, and you see how quickly Phoenix Rising go forward, but the last-ditch effort there, I believe, from Batista.
Yeah, Ishan Sacco was in the space. Charlie Dennis took the Katrina Freshmax corner, gets it back now. There's one a throw-in. Now it's Phoenix Rising on the ascendancy. Flood goes to take the throw-in. Again, a packed area. Referee has another lecture with the pushing and shoving going on there. Okello's a big unit in there, trying to make space. Game on a knife edge. That one did come off Okello, and that will be a goal kick. There is Okello, who's just come on as a Sweet Shots substitution, along with Sacco. Brave to bring on two attacking players at this stage. Obviously, nobody wants a penalty shootout. Both teams going for it here. Trying to win this in extra time. 2 periods of 15 minutes. We've already played 14 of those minutes. Ball spinning away in the midfield. Coley's in there with a challenge now. The referee's going to give a goal kick there. Still really, Anna, I mean, no clear-cut chances, but you would say that Sacco had probably the most space of any attacking player then in the whole game in that moment.
Yeah, found himself alone, and both teams still with just one shot on goal. Neither keeper has had to make a big-time save up to this point. A lot of routine moments and trying to keep their respective defenses organized, but as we expected coming into this game, not giving up much.
Lukic, the hero from last week, lovely skill too. Harvey Sinclair hits the defender. Shehas gets the header. And then surely there's a foul somewhere in there. And again, Weber goes chest to chest with Avayevu. Again, Mr. Stevis has had a busy night in there. Just calming Jamie Weber down. Everybody knows what's at stake. Now Coley will leave it to Weber. Big moment. The 15 minutes are up. This could well be the last action of the first period of extra time. There's a ball into the box and it rolls away. And the referee says that will do it for the first period of the extra time. And now there's another lot of pushing and shoving. Charlie Dennis in there with Delence Pierre. Coley acts as peacemaker. Lot at stake between these two. It's been a very scrappy game, this one. Lots of fouls in the game. Yellow cards. And Mr. Stevis just sending the players to their respective groups. Everybody can calm down. And Anna Berger, we go with another 15 minutes in extra time.
You can just tell the players, the emotions, trying to keep a level head, and this is where you kind of look to your captains here, try to calm players down. You don't want to lose sight of what's important here. Both of these teams an opportunity to reset with their coaches. You see Luke Spencer there in the huddle. Stauffer as well, trying to motivate.
And I think credit Mr. Stevis and his team, because it hasn't been an easy game to referee, but he's kept talking to the players, and you know, both sets of players want to win. It's physical, it's professional, it's a lot at stake. But I think the referee's done a very fine job tonight.
And especially, as you mentioned, I mean, so much on the line between these two teams. Calls so important, big time decisions. There was a disallowed goal early on. It was ultimately, I think, the right call. There was an opportunity on the other end as well for a potential dive. Yellow card given there. Referee trying to stay very close to the action and not give anything away easily. Is let the players play. It's been really physical, but they're just not giving away space, and that was something coming in. Establish yourself early, and both of these teams have kept doing that. They've stayed disciplined defensively. They've tracked their runners. When they've lost possession, they've recovered very quickly to try to win the ball back. And with both teams with a similar mindset, obviously not a goal up to this point. Still only one shot on goal for either, and Luke Spencer there trying to put himself and his team in a good position to find the breakthrough here in this second effort of extra time.
Yeah, Luke Spencer keeping as calm as he can. So 15 minutes then, or it would go to a penalty shootout if the scores are level in 15 minutes time. There's Parmodu Kar chatting with the fourth official. Fireworks go off. Ian belts it forward. Will we have a winner in the next 15 minutes? We know that we'll have a winner at the end of the night somehow. Crowd quietens. They know what's at stake here. Now, Flood has just not got enough on that and sliced it away. It's going to be a goal kick.
Great combination play, though, in the tight spaces from Phoenix Rising FC there, releasing Flood on that left side. Able to get that step on St. Clair, but just not able to get his hips turned and play the right ball into the box. But dangerous start here from Phoenix Rising FC down the left-hand side.
It's penalties between Pittsburgh and Detroit. Jamie Webber, team number 8's clashing there. Noble Akello, the Canadian, was... Pittsburgh have beaten Detroit by 4 penalties to 3. Congratulations to them. Tyler Derrick trying to bring in Lucas Storfer. Storfer on the end of this one, surrounded by 3 red shirts. They have defended very well as a team, as Parmodu Kar told me in the week that they would be. Offside. Alex Dillou has made a difference since coming on, Anna, as a second half substitution.
In the mix, I mean, defensively, just trying to close down players quickly, but has the ability to create chances too for FC Tulsa, and definitely been an impact player since coming on, trying to help push FC Tulsa over the line here late.
Peter Rakowski will not be beaten. Delence Pierre with another header. Marboy lets that one go out on halfway. This has been a real battle, and Coach Parmodu Kar told me, he said it's going to be a dogfight out there. He said we know it's going to be a battle whenever you play Tulsa, and he said my boys are ready to scrap, and that's what it's been. Luke Spencer pretty much said the same thing. Now, chance. Alayevu, easy catch for Tyler Derrick. He wanted to go early, does go early, looking for the top goal scorer, Taylor Carrera. Carrera gets round Saint, but there's always Shihas behind him. It's out from Webber. Nobody wants to make a mistake now. And that's what it could come down to, Anna. You just don't want to be that player, do you?
I think you may be right. I mean, it could be just an errant pass or someone switches off, loses a mark. That's how tight these teams have been.
Sacco with a shot from 20 yards out over the bar. Batista picks up Dennis. That's been a real battle with those two. We're going to see another substitution here brought to you by Sweet Shots. So we're going to see Avayevu make way. And on will come another attacking sub, and that's Remy Cabral, the Frenchman wearing 91. That substitution brought to you by Sweet Shots in the second period of extra time between these two great rivals who still are locked at 0-0. And we have 11 minutes left in this second period of extra time. Dave Saunders and Anna Berger with you here at One Oak Field, downtown Tulsa. If you're a neutral watching in, this is the Western Conference semi-final of the USL Championship. And we're playing extra time. Lukic battles too much. He's a very experienced defender, is Rafael Shihas. Actually born in Saudi Arabia, signed in late August. Ian is also an experienced defender. Sliding challenge, Tyler Derrick. Throw in then for Axel Asenge. He's been teammates in the past of Cabral and Avayevu. Holding that right hand side very well for Phoenix Rising. Crowd here still believing for their team, still in good voice. We'll see a foul throw, unusually. FC Tulsa have a throw-in. The foul count is up to 51. It's been a scrappy game, hasn't it? Lukic tries to flick the ball off there. It's cleared away. Underneath this is Ian and Delancpierre. Delancpierre wins that header. Throw in now to Phoenix Rising. Right on halfway. Ryan Flood with it. Around about 8 minutes to go. There's not much time added on in extra time. Harvey Sinclair gets the challenge in. Crowd still believing here, Anna, and I'm sure Phoenix Rising fans watching at home are believing too. It's so close, you can't really call it, can you?
No, FC Tulsa fans sticking with it. I believe the watch party at Poor Decision, I imagine, is still locked in as well.
Jamie Webber, Alex DeLue. Can FC Tulsa catch Phoenix Rising on the break? Free kick. Okalo just stood in front of DeLue, gets a Lacourse Law yellow card. The second half, the extra time substitute. And now FC Tulsa can slow things down and get this ball forward with purpose. Free kick is taken to Batista. Referee not happy with the restart. New Mexico are leading by a 1-0. Greg Hurst in the 49th minute. Winners of that one play the winners of this game that you're watching here at One Oak Field. Pittsburgh will play Rhode Island in the Eastern Conference Final. Stauffer heads away, belted back down the right-hand side. It's going to be a throw-in for FC Tulsa. FC Tulsa are looking to make a couple of sweet shot substitutions. I think we're going to see Trevor Amon and A.B. Sissoko. So we'll see who's going to come off here. Lucas Stauffer, who's had a very good game, often an unsung hero, he will come off. A.B. Sissoko, who's a defender, will come on. But then Trevor Amon, Anna, is certainly a striker. And I think it's Alex Deleu that they've withdrawn there. Alex Deleu came on as a substitute and is withdrawn. Purely tactical, gone with another striker. Here's Coley threading it through, but that's going to go all the way through. Orange County have got an equaliser in New Mexico. It's now 1-1 in that game with 22 minutes to go. Sacco. Ian's gone in the back of Sacco there. Free kick. 4.5 minutes left for either of these two to find a goal, and who knows, there might be more than one goal, or we go to a penalty shootout. Nobody in much of a hurry here. Okello. Leaves it for Saint, who's been very, very good at the back. Ian wins the header, and there's a foul by Sacco.
Davis, we've watched this game. I mean, you can tell defensively from Phoenix Rising FC, they held El Paso really tightly as well, and then FC Tulsa still yet to have a shot on goal in this game. I think it speaks to just the discipline and how compact and organized this defense has been. Has really come into good form the last few games, coming into tonight, not conceding a goal for 4 matches.
And, you know, it's to the point that Pa Modukar told me, I said, who should we look out for? He said, everyone. He said, there's no stars in my team. He said, they all know where they're going. We all know what we're doing here at this football club. Watch us play as a team. And, you know, they work for each other. They're hard. They're gritty. They don't give much away. Very similar to FC Tulsa, of course. But, yeah, you're right with that stat, that it tells a bit of a story, and they've kept top goal scorer Taylor Carrera very quiet. A.B. Sissoko is now anchoring the defence. FC Tulsa, you could argue, have got 4 centre-backs on the field. Jamie Webber gets caught, but the referee said it will go to Okello. Now, chance for players to come forward here for Phoenix Rising. Is this the moment for them with 2 minutes to go in extra time? Charlie Dennis, who else on the free kick? Everybody back for FC Tulsa, holding that 18-yard line. Big moment in the game. The crowd willing on FC Tulsa's defence. Charlie Dennis into the area, headed away by Sissoko. Back to Dennis. Dennis into the area. Batista away. Now Trevor Amon tries to get it up to the front line. Can't get there. Coley's in for the tackle. Now it's opened up a little bit. Here's Harvey Sinclair. What can he do? He chips it over the top. I say over the top. He can't get over the defender. But here's a chance. Amon going forward. In the area, FC Tulsa. Slice clearance now. Header in from Lukic and then belted away. 1 minute remains. Coley will try to get on the end of this one, but Sacco gets a header in. Forward comes Phoenix Rising, but Coley again has been outstanding tonight, doing all the blue-collar work. One last attack, maybe. Jamie Webber. FC Tulsa have men over on the left. Amon feeds it in. Lukic. Almost a bit of magic from the Serbian. Delence Pierre. Batista. Good ball out to the Australian Coley. Coley slips as he plays that ball infield, but it goes to Jamie Webber. Webber back to Coley. One decent ball needed. Into the box. It's a low one. It's a stooping header. Away. Delence Pierre. He gets fouled. This could well be it. Seconds left. Phoenix Rising want to make a couple of sweet shot substitutions. Sweet shot substitutions very late on here. We wait to see who's being withdrawn. Referee just talking to the coach and saying, I don't know if there's time. Well, Anna Bergel, there's moments and there's moments. Coley, who has produced a moment of magic late on, could do it again here for FC Tulsa. The 18-yard line being held by the red shirts of Phoenix Rising. Coley into the box. There's a header. There's an almighty scrap. The player goes down. Referee says no. Then there's a shot. Blocked. Another shot to a job. And he's scored! FC Tulsa have done it again! Can you believe it? There were seconds left on the clock. And Lukic has done it again. There is no stopping the Serbian. He does it for the 6th time, coming off the bench. You cannot get any more dramatic than that. Lukic has just put FC Tulsa into the Western Conference final.
Ball knocking around in the penalty area. FC Tulsa trying to will this one in. And Stefan Lukic, the dagger against Phoenix Rising FC. Final. And Lukic, again for FC Tulsa. We'll get another look here at how all of that unfolded. Phoenix Rising FC defensively has been so tough to break down throughout this game. Pinballs around the initial block. Lukic, unbelievable technique. The instep places that near post. And the winner.
I cannot believe what I've just seen. I've been commentating on the USL for many years. There were literally 2 seconds left on the clock, Anna, and this happens, and it's Lukic again.
Lukic coming off of the bench, you knew the impact that he would bring to this FC Tulsa team. You see him, number 22, staying locked in, waiting for the second ball to pop out, and the technical ability to finish that one. Unbelievable for FC Tulsa. The fans are absolutely loving it. Heartbreak for Phoenix Rising FC, who battled this entire match. Almost the exact game that we expected coming into this game. 2 defensive powerhouses.
Well, you have to feel a bit sorry for Phoenix Rising. They pushed FC Tulsa all the way, and with just seconds left, FC Tulsa, they just will not lie down this season. They're an unfancied team. They won their league, and they're finding ways to win games of football in extra time. We were seconds away, Anna Bergel, from a penalty shootout. And it's Lukic, and that's the 6th time he's come off the bench. There he is, the hero of One Oak Field.
See the reaction from players. I mean, these are the games that you live for. In those final moments, we talked about it was going to take a moment of brilliance, a moment of magic. Seconds left. Phoenix Rising FC, just a disappointment. They've had such a good season. Great win against El Paso, coming into a tough environment here at One Oak Field.
The Phoenix Rising players are wandering around stunned. Very sportingly, the coach, Modu Kar, has gone and shaken the hands of all of his players, and there he is, shaking the hands of every single FC Tulsa player. There are some hugs between the two sets of players as well. It's been a battle, let's be honest.
Individual battles all over the field. It's been physical, it's been gritty. Nothing malicious, but just the emotions that come with a game like this. So much on the line. We saw it the entire game. Both teams not giving up an inch, getting stuck in on tackles, making that extra run. All comes down to this final game of the season for Phoenix Rising FC. And FC Tulsa will continue on. I think we'll get a look here at how this all unfolded from a stats perspective. It really was pretty even throughout the game. One shot on target for each. Truthfully, I mean, one shot on goal in FC Tulsa. That's the dagger. From a possession standpoint, pretty even. You don't see the foul count there. It was over 30 plus. And rightfully so, Lukic, Waldo's man of the match. None other. I mean, what an unbelievable performance from him.
And going back, Anna, into our commentary, we said it might be a moment of magic, and that is a moment of magic, isn't it? And as we take a look at the bracket, I don't think FC Tulsa will care whether it's New Mexico or Orange County, who currently are 1-1 with about 10 minutes to go in their game. What we do know is the Western Conference final will be here at One Oak Field, and FC Tulsa fully deserve to be there after scrapping away and finding a way to win the game of football.
Elite teams always dig deep in those moments and find a way, and it doesn't matter how it looks at the end. What matters is who comes out on top, and FC Tulsa, it's just been tough to play them at home throughout the season. A testament to the fans that have showed up and continue to support this team and make it such a difficult environment to play against this FC Tulsa team.
We're delighted now to be able to be joined by Luke Spencer. Luke, what is it about Stefan Lukic? I mean, that's the 6th time he's come off the bench and won the game of football for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't say enough good things about him, honestly. All season long, he embodies what our team is about. And yeah, he's done that time after time, and happy for him because he deserves it.
Coach, the atmosphere electric again. What can you say about just the fan loyalty and support throughout the season and through the playoffs?
Yeah, it was amazing again tonight. We felt it through the overtime period, certainly pushing us down the stretch, and we're going to need it again for sure.
Luke, it was a real battle out there. The game was littered with fouls and challenges and so on. great respect, though, I think, between the two teams. But you found a way to battle through that. And we mentioned Lukic, who, of course, will get the plaudits. But there were unsung heroes out there tonight, weren't there? All of your players, subs, everybody just was an unsung hero tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Complete team effort. We spoke about it only being one moment. Credit to Phoenix. They worked extremely hard. They were together. They were committed. And, yeah, it was a tough fought playoff match. So I'm happy that our guys were able to come out on top.
Coach, the message has been consistent all year. You guys just focusing on the next game at hand and taking care of business. I imagine you won't matter who you play, but happy to have you guys playing again at home, I'd imagine, in front of these fans.
Yeah, absolutely. Home field advantage is massive in the playoffs. And so, yeah, we're gonna look forward to having the next match at home and look to take advantage of it.
Yeah, New Mexico, Luke, I can tell you 1-1 with Orange County with 8 minutes to go on that one. I'm going to let you go now, Luke Spencer, because they want you in the middle of the field again. Thank you so much and congratulations. Have a good week. And now we're training for the final. That's Luke Spencer there. Delighted that he can always join us. And Anna, he said there, you said it. It doesn't matter who FC Tulsa have in the final. Luke Spencer will prepare for New Mexico or Orange County. But they're late on in that one. It just shows you how tight all of these games are. I think we're going to take a look at the highlights now. And obviously, the big highlight will be at the very end.
All of these games, as you mentioned, just so tight. And this was an early opportunity here. Goal disallowed from Ian. Right call from the referee and his team. And FC Tulsa really just continued to battle, but there weren't many chances from an offensive standpoint. I mean, defensively, this was tough. Neither team wanting to give up an inch. Emotions running high throughout this game, just trying to keep a level head. And then the difference maker here, Coley, playing a dangerous ball into the box. It pinballs around. Phoenix Rising FC doing everything to keep this ball out of the back of the net. And then the dagger from Lukic yet again this season. He's locked in, waiting for that second ball to pop out. You see him just staying aware of where he is on the field. The instep, the technical ability to finish that one off sends FC Tulsa and their fans into absolute pandemonium.
And that was the final whistle there. The referee, he was already off down the tunnel. There's Lukic just telling everybody. I mean, he didn't have to hit it. You said the technical ability. He didn't hit it that hard. He just placed it so well.
He really did. Near post. I mean, there's a ton going on in the box. Rakovsky trying to make sure he keeps his eye on the ball as well, but Lukic with enough power and finesse there to put that one away. And just an unbelievable finish from him. And you heard Luke Spencer say he's happy for him, and I think the team around him's happy, and it's been a complete effort from the starters, from the players coming off the bench, even to those that are in injured reserve at this point. We talked to Serato heading into this game, and just those types of players as well. It's a complete effort through and through and pushing FC Tulsa into the next round.
Yeah, the Waldo's Chicken and Beer man of the match is the Serbian Lukic, who's now doing an interview for TV, and he'll be doing a few of those, I'm sure, this week. We'll be back again, of course, for the final here at One Oak Field. FC Tulsa will take us to the final again here at One Oak Field. Anna Bergel, just one final comment from you. In the end, they found a way to win the game of football, and, the final, bring it on. Western Conference final next week here at One Oak Field.
Absolutely. I mean, you heard head coach Luke Spencer. Doesn't matter who they're playing. They focus on the task at hand, stay consistent, stick to the process. And these FC Tulsa fans will have a lot to cheer about and show up again next week with FC Tulsa at home in the Western Conference final.
Anna Bergel, thank you so much to you. Anna and I will be back next week for the final here. It'll be New Mexico or Orange County here at One Oak Field. FC Tulsa have beaten both of those two teams, by the way, here at One Oak Field this season. That was the goal from Lukic, which brought One Oak Field to life. We thank you for joining us here on ESPN. We'll see you next week It finished FC Tulsa 1, Phoenix Rising FC 0.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.